There's a $5 part failing on brand new Mazdas, and it's causing thousands of dollars in engine damage. Engines that should last 300,000 miles are failing at 40,000, 50,000, even 30,000 miles. Overheating, coolant leaks, warped cylinder heads, blown head gaskets. And here's the worst part. Mazda knows about it. They've known for years, but they're not issuing a recall. They're not fixing it proactively, and they're denying warranty claims left and right. Instead, they're waiting for your engine to fail, then charging you $4,000 to $6,000 for repairs. A problem caused by a $5 part that costs them pennies to replace. I've seen this failure dozens of times in my shop. Different models, different years, same exact failure. And when I dig into the forums, I find thousands of owners experiencing the same thing. Mazda's response? Normal wear and tear. Not covered under warranty, but it's not normal. It's a design flaw, and it's destroying engines. Today, I'm exposing the $5 part that's failing, which Mazda models are affected, how to check if yours is failing right now, and what you need to do to protect yourself. This is information Mazda doesn't want you to know, but you deserve to know before your engine becomes another casualty. Let's get into it. The part, the coolant reservoir cap. Here it is, the $5 part that's destroying Mazda engines, the coolant reservoir cap. Sounds ridiculous, right? How can a plastic cap cause engine damage? Let me explain exactly what's happening. Your Mazda's cooling system is a pressurized system. It operates at about 14 to 16 psi when the engine is hot. That pressure raises the boiling point of the coolant, allowing it to absorb more heat without boiling over. The coolant reservoir cap is what maintains that pressure. It has a spring-loaded valve inside that's calibrated to hold a specific psi. When pressure gets too high, the valve opens slightly to release excess pressure. When pressure drops, the valve seals tight to maintain the system. But here's the problem. Mazda's coolant reservoir caps are failing prematurely. The valve inside gets stuck. The seal degrades. The spring weakens. When this happens, one of two things occurs. The cap can't hold pressure. The cooling system loses pressure. The coolant's boiling point drops. The engine overheats, even though the coolant level looks fine. Result? Warped cylinder heads, blown head gaskets, cracked engine blocks. The cap can't release pressure. Pressure builds up beyond safe levels. Coolant hoses burst. The radiator cracks. The water pump seal blows out. Result: massive coolant leaks, overheating, and expensive repairs. Both scenarios are catastrophic. Both are caused by a cap that costs Mazda about $2 to manufacture and retails for $5 to $15. And it's happening on brand new cars. Which models are affected? This isn't isolated to one model or one year. This is affecting multiple Mazda models from 2016 onwards. Here are the most common failures I've seen. 2016 to 2023, Mazda CX-5, extremely common. Failures typically happen between 30,000 and 60,000 miles. 2019 to 2024, Mazda 3, both sedan and hatchback, failures as early as 20,000 miles. 2019 to 2024, CX-30 shares the same cap design as the Mazda 3. 2016 to 2022, Mazda 6, less common, but failures around 50,000 to 70,000 miles. 2016 to 2021, CX-9. The turbocharged models seem especially vulnerable. 2022 to 2024, CX-50, newer model, but already seeing failures under 15,000 miles. If you own any of these models, you need to check your coolant reservoir cap immediately. Don't wait for symptoms. By the time you notice a problem, damage may already be done. The warning signs: your cap is failing. Here's how to tell if your coolant reservoir cap is starting to fail. Coolant level drops without visible leaks. You check your coolant and it's low. You top it off. A week later, it's low again, but you don't see any puddles. The cap isn't holding pressure. Coolant is boiling off and escaping as steam. Engine runs hotter than normal. Your temperature gauge used to sit right in the middle. Now it creeps slightly higher. This is a sign the cooling system isn't maintaining proper pressure. You smell coolant but can't find the leak. That sweet, syrupy smell of coolant is in the air, but you can't find where it's coming from. The cap is venting coolant vapor. Coolant overflow or spillage. You open the hood and there's dried coolant residue around the reservoir cap. The cap is either releasing pressure too early or can't seal properly. Hissing sound when you open the cap. When you carefully open the coolant reservoir cap when the engine is cool, you hear a prolonged hissing sound. The cap's valve isn't functioning correctly. Check engine light with coolant-related codes. P0128 or P0217 codes can be caused by a faulty cap affecting system pressure. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, your cap is likely failing. Replace it immediately before it causes engine damage. Before we continue, if you want the complete maintenance schedule and guide to protecting your Mazda from common failures like this, click the link in the description to download your 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint. It covers this issue and dozens of other problems Mazda doesn't tell you about. Alright, let's keep going. Why Mazda isn't fixing this? Here's the question everyone asks. If Mazda knows about this, why aren't they issuing a recall? 3 reasons. It's not a safety issue according to federal standards. For the NHTSA to force a recall, the defect has to pose an immediate safety risk. A failing coolant cap doesn't cause sudden accidents. It causes gradual engine damage. So Mazda can argue it's not a safety defect, just a wear item. It's cheaper to deny claims than issue a recall. Issuing a recall costs millions. They have to notify every owner, stock parts at every dealer, and pay for labor to replace millions of caps. It's cheaper to deny warranty claims and force the 5 to 10% of owners who experience failures to pay out of pocket. Most owners won't fight back. They'll just pay the repair bill and move on. Plausible deniability. When the cap fails and your engine overheats, Mazda can blame you. You didn't check your coolant level regularly. You ignored the temperature warning light. They shift the blame to you, even though the cap failure caused the problem. I've seen this happen over and over. Owners with perfect maintenance records get denied because Mazda claims they neglected the cooling system. It's infuriating. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice from my Mazda guys. The real cost of this failure. Let's talk about what happens when this $5 cap fails and you don't catch it in time. Scenario 1. Minor overheating. You catch it early. Replace the cap. Flush the system. Cost $200 to $400. Scenario 2. Moderate overheating. Cylinder head warps slightly. Replace cap, head gasket, resurface head. Cost $2,000 to $3,500. Scenario 3. Severe overheating. Cylinder head warps beyond repair. Replace cylinder head gasket, possibly pistons. Cost $4,000 to $6,500. Scenario 4. Catastrophic failure. Engine block cracks. Complete engine replacement. Cost $6,000 to $10,000. All of this from a $5 cap. And Mazda knows. They know this is happening. They know the cap is the root cause, but they're letting it happen because it's more profitable to let engines fail and deny claims than to fix the problem proactively. How to check your cap right now. You don't need to wait for symptoms. You can check your coolant reservoir cap right now. Step 1. Let the engine cool completely. Never open a coolant reservoir cap when the engine is hot. Wait at least 2 hours after driving. Step 2. Inspect the cap visually. Look at the cap. Is the rubber seal cracked, hardened, or deformed? Are there signs of coolant leaking around the cap? If yes, replace the cap immediately. Step 3. Check the seal. Remove the cap and feel the rubber seal. It should be soft and pliable, not hard and brittle. Press your fingernail into it. If it doesn't give at all, the rubber is degraded. Step 4. Test the pressure release. The valve inside should move when you press on it, then spring back. If it's stuck, doesn't move, or doesn't spring back, the cap is bad. Step 5. Replace it, even if it looks fine. Here's my professional recommendation. If your Mazda has more than 40,000 miles and you've never replaced the cap, replace it anyway. It's $5 to $15. That's cheap insurance against a $5,000 repair. The right way to replace the cap. Replacing the coolant reservoir cap is simple, but there's a right way to do it. Step 1. Buy the correct cap. Don't just grab any cap that fits. You need the cap designed for your specific Mazda model. I recommend OEM Mazda caps. They cost $10 to $15 at the dealer. You can also use quality aftermarket caps from Stant or Gates, but verify the pressure rating matches OEM specs, usually 1.1 bar or 16 psi. Step 2. Replace when the engine is cold. For safety, always work on a cold engine. Step 3. Inspect the reservoir. While you're replacing the cap, inspect the reservoir itself for cracks. If you see cracks, replace the reservoir too. They're about $30 to $50. Step 4. Check coolant level. Top off the coolant if needed. Use Mazda FL22 coolant or an approved equivalent. Step 5. Burp the system. After adding coolant, start the engine and let it run for 5 minutes with the cap off. This allows air bubbles to escape. Top off as needed, then install the new cap. Step 6. Monitor for a week. Check the coolant level every few days for a week. If it drops, you might have a leak elsewhere. What to do if Mazda denies your warranty claim? Let's say your cap failed, your engine overheated, and now Mazda is denying your warranty claim. Here's what you do. Step 1. Document everything. Take photos of the failed cap and engine damage. Get a written diagnosis from an independent mechanic stating the cap failure caused the damage. Collect your maintenance records. Step 2. Escalate to Mazda corporate. Don't accept the dealer's denial as final. Call Mazda North American Operations, MNIO Customer Service. File a formal complaint. Provide all your documentation. Step 3. File a complaint with NHTSA. Go to nhtsa.gov and file a complaint. The more complaints they receive, the more likely they are to investigate and force a recall. Step 4. Contact a consumer protection attorney. If Mazda still refuses and the repair cost is significant, consider legal action. Many attorneys offer free consultations for lemon law and warranty cases. Step 5. Share your story. Post your experience on Mazda forums, Reddit, social media, and review sites. Public pressure works. Don't suffer in silence. The preventive replacement schedule. Here's what I recommend to every Mazda owner. Every 40,000 miles or 3 years, whichever comes first, replace the coolant reservoir cap. That's it. Simple, cheap, effective. $5 to $15 every 3 years to prevent a $5,000 engine failure. And while you're at it, inspect the entire cooling system. Check all hoses for cracks. Look for leaks around the water pump. Make sure the radiator isn't corroded. Check the coolant level and condition. This 10-minute inspection every 3 years can save you thousands. And if you want the complete cooling system maintenance schedule, plus everything else your Mazda needs to hit 500,000 miles, don't forget to grab your 500,000 mile car maintenance blueprint from the link in the description. It covers every system, every interval, and every common failure point, so you can prevent problems before they happen. The bottom line: a $5 coolant reservoir cap is destroying Mazda engines. It's not a secret. It's not a mystery. Mazda knows about it, but they're choosing profit over doing the right thing. They're waiting for engines to fail, then denying warranty claims and forcing owners to pay thousands out of pocket. Don't let it happen to you. Check your coolant reservoir cap. If your Mazda has over 40,000 miles, replace it. Replace it every 40,000 miles or 3 years going forward. It's the cheapest insurance you can buy. And if your engine does fail due to this cap, fight back. Document everything. Escalate to corporate. File NHTSA complaint. Don't let Mazda get away with this. Your Mazda is a great car, It's reliable, fun to drive, and built to last, but only if you stay ahead of failures like this. Replace the cap, protect your engine, and spread the word so other Mazda owners don't become victims. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.